Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Madeline, for that. And you women are awesome. You're absolutely rocking it. I love to hear your stories. Many, many congratulations. It's so inspiring for all of us. So thank you for your leadership. I'm going to speak a little today about health first, and then and the opportunity right now with health, and then also about business. And then I'm going to tell you a story, and you're going to wonder why am I telling this story, but you'll not ever forget that story. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to spend a little time on that story at the end because it's so instructive. So first of all, this day is about freedom, and it's about your dream. What is your dream? What is it you really want in your life and in the world at large? Because we're all part of a bigger dream. We're a world dreaming itself. And what is your specific piece of that? So I want you to be thinking about that as I speak here. But first of all, we're looking at health right now. It is the topic of conversation in the world along with economy. And there is a focus now like there has never been about self-care. People are realizing that they absolutely cannot just give their health to someone else to take care of, that it is our responsibility to take care of our own health as best we can. And then of course we go for help when we need it. So this is a worldwide focus at this time. And the future of healthcare, no question, is in vibration. Vibrational healthcare, energy medicine, energy healthcare, energy wellness, that is the future. And I want to recommend to you, there is a lot of things you can study right now online that are free, that you can find and learn about energy healthcare. So a few things I just put forward. One was this just happened a few weeks ago, a summit called Proven. Now you might have to buy that at this point, but it was a week-long summit on all different alternative healthcare technologies, including many things that we do. There is another one that's over the last 7 to 10 days on EMFs with Lloyd Burrell and how EMFs affect us and what to do about it. Now, these two summits, I actually bought these summits. It's a business write-off for you because you want to be learning and staying up to date on what's going on so that you can share that with other people. You don't have to be the expert. Like we have Dave Balzer, we're blessed to have him as our expert on our healthcare technologies, but we do need to learn how to leverage. And I am a big fan of leveraging anything and everything you can find out there that works, that makes sense, that will help your client, your prospect, your new consultant to understand better what we're up to. There's another film I just saw the other night called Supercharged. What a fabulous film about biohacking. We're using this word a lot now by using biohacking technologies, and all of our things that we use were in that film, from grounding to water, structured water, alkaline water, to the sunlight and what that does for us. It was so exciting. Another one's The Secret of Water, fantastic film. Watch that, about alkaline and how water carries messages, carries information. So fantastic. The Earthing movie, that's out there. You can see that and share that with others. I just spent last weekend studying with Bruce Lipton for 2.5 days. Bruce Lipton talks a lot about epigenetics, which was actually developed in Cambridge, England, where I come from, in 1942. And he has brought that up, that your cells, your genes are not programmed in that you're a victim of your genes. Your genes change according to the environment they're in. That's epigenetics, and that's what we do with our technologies. So that is really exciting. This is a lot on different health. Now, what does Nikan have? A one-stop shop. It's got a one-stop shop of life-changing products, life-changing technologies, bringing nature home. What a brilliant idea. Air, water, earth, fire, all these things, and our health is our responsibility. Dave mentioned just now to look up COVID's and the CDC and HEPA, and I did. And sure enough, they say the HEPA filters, 99.97% will take care of these kinds of issues that we're having. So what an opportunity right now with health, like none other. Now, I want to take a look then at business, because we have gone through a major shift in the last 18 months. And I got to tell you, business is all about timing. And what is happening is that because of the last 18 months, people working remote from home because they had to, couldn't go into the office, people are really studying their lives, they're rethinking their lives, they're reimagining their lives, and they're going, I'm not so sure I want to work in an office every day the rest of my life. So there's a huge shift occurring. I was reading about this on LinkedIn yesterday. I got so excited. 41% of workers, 41%, that's almost getting close to 50% of workers are leaving their jobs worldwide. It's called the big quit or the great resignation. I kind of love both those terms, I gotta say. And many of these people are actually 50 years old and older. So that's an interesting opportunity there because they're saying, you know what, life is short. I don't think I want to be in an office anymore. And I think I want options. And what does Nikan give us? And it was beautifully mentioned just now by Yvonne, you know, we can work from home. We can work around families. I mean, I did this with my children were little. It was brilliant because you can work around your own schedule. You can work with whom you want. So you don't have to have a boss telling you what to do. You have autonomy, but you have co-creativity working with others in a team. That to me is very, very exciting. And that is the new way of doing business. I've been reading quite a bit of books on leadership lately. This is one of them, Change. Oh, whoops, you can't see it. I don't know how to make you see it. Well, anyway, it's called Change. And how do I, well, never mind. You can look it up. And it was mentioned to me by Ben Woodward. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to read this book. And it is so exciting about where we are going. So long as you're not focused on the fear of what has fallen apart, you can see that there's huge opportunity. When things fall apart, new opportunities come. And I believe with all my heart that Nikan's greatest future is yet to come. You know, we've seen things in the past, we've seen great things, but nothing like what's going to happen in the future because of where people's minds are at, where their hearts are at, and what they're really looking to create in their lives. Now, one of the most beautiful things about the business is that there's no prejudice. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It doesn't matter if you have an education and a PhD or nothing more than a high school education. It doesn't matter where you live so long as Nikan's open in your country. So there is so much opportunity with that because prejudice does happen in the normal workplace. And in our business, we just greet everyone equally and say, you have the same opportunity as anybody else to move it, go fast, win, and go to the top. And that is very, very special. And we have a community of people that are like-minded and like-hearted. And I have to tell you, that is not the easiest thing to find. You know, I started with eating organic foods when I was in my early 20s, and people thought I was strange and weird and crazy, you know, in England at that time for eating organic foods and paying more for that than, you know, normal food that had, you know, poison in it, basically. And, you know, same with Nikan starting a long time ago. And people are like, what are you talking about? You know, structured water and magnetism for your health. But the time has come now for this because people are looking quite differently at their health and their sovereignty of being. Their sovereignty of being. This is a big issue right now. And it's about who is in charge of my body, my mind, my spirit. Well, of course you are. And you always hopefully will be. So these are big, big things. So given that we have a huge opportunity with health to help many, many people, we have a huge opportunity with business to really do well by helping many people and rising to the top. I think Frida said she had 1,000 people right now as she went diamond over the last months. How phenomenal is that? That's so exciting that just is showing all the people that she's helping. It's always about helping others. The focus is always on leveraging and helping others. So now I'm going to tell you my little story. And this is a story from when I was in my early 20s and I ran away from England to join the circus. And I ran away from England because I was invited basically to join the circus in Mexico. And so I moved to Mexico not knowing anything and began the business there began working in the circus there. And it was very, very exciting. So one of the things we had was 6 different tigers. We had 2 in a cage of 3 cages, and I love these tigers. And when they used to come out and they'd, jump through hoops of fire, and it was very, very beautiful. But I loved them so much. I used to go down early in the morning and chat with them as they were in their cages, 2 in each of the cages, right? Separated out that way. Well, one day on a Sunday, I came to the circus to perform. It was our first performance of 3. We worked very hard. We were traveling circus around Mexico, and somebody screamed out to me, Julie, Julie, get in the tent, get in the tent. It was a big top. I said, why? And they said, well, the tigers have escaped. The tigers have escaped. And I went, really? That is so exciting. So I rushed outside of the tent, and I saw the most fantastic thing I think I've ever seen in my life. And that was 2 of the tigers, somebody accidentally left the cage door unlocked, had escaped, and they were running. They were streaming across the Chihuahua countryside. It's very beautiful around Chihuahua. Actually, Mexico itself is just gorgeous country. I love it so much. And they were just running there. And I watched them run free, and I just started crying and crying and crying. And I was like, how is it these tigers have been in cages for so long, doing what they've had to do for the circus, but they have not forgotten how to run free, completely free. They have not forgotten. Their limbs know exactly what to do. And you know what? Those tigers were gone for a good 3 days. And luckily they didn't kill anybody. They killed a little calf because they had to eat a calf, a little cow to eat, but they didn't, harm anyone. And then if they were found, they were caught, they were tranquilized, and they were brought back. Kind of much to my chagrin, I have to say, because I just wanted them to be free. But basically, the message was very clear to me. And I've always been a person who really values freedom. Not only freedom for myself, but freedom for all, because I do believe we're born divinely free. We do have sovereignty of being, but we do need to exercise that in our world. And many of us have been put in cages of all kinds, conditioning of cages many, many times. And so we don't even know the cage sometimes we're in. But what I'm going to suggest to you is that at this potent time in the world right now, there is a zeitgeist happening, and it is huge. And the door of your cage has swung open. And all you have to do is step out and run. Nikken is an extraordinary opportunity. It is an incredible business. I have been involved with it for 26 years. Why? Because network marketing works, multiple sources of income work, M3 strategy works. That's the way you want to create wealth in the world. That's 1% of the world creates 99% of the wealth, and they are doing it in ways like this. But Nikken's different from anything else because it is a one-stop shop. It has everything in one place. It is not just a vitamin. It is not just a mineral. It is not just about chemistry. It is not just about nutrition. It is about vibration and frequency and energy. And we have all the wonderful immunity and the lactoferrin and everything else we take every single day. Jay Greenzymes, I don't miss a day without all those things. So thank you, Dave Bolzer, for your comment. That was very sweet. I'm going to be 65 in September. That's 2 months away. I'm getting all these things about, so, like Medicare and Medicaid and all these things. And I'm like, retire? Who? Why? Who would want to retire? There's nothing to retire to why? We want to make a difference on the planet. We are here to make a difference on the planet. And if we make a difference on the planet in the powerful way that we can, we will have a huge business with Nikken. So that is my message for you today. Carpe diem, seize the day, my friends, because you've never seen a time like now. This whole year and a half has been in our favor greatly. And so I wish you well on your journey, and just know what you want and go get it, because you can with Nikken. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye for now.